It's 11 trivia questions on homophones, two words that have the same sound but different spellings and meanings. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out my show. Today we have 11 questions for you on homophones in a round that I used at my live trivia nights last week. I will give you two little clues, and you will come up with a pair of words that are different spellings but sound very similar. Stuff like two, the numeral TWO, and two, meaning also TOO. That's a homophone pair. So that's what you're going to be doing on this episode. Because it is word-based, I thought I would read you some other fun words that I found on the internet on a weird website called fluentu.com. The first one they talk about is kerfuffle, which is a noun that's been around since the early 1800s, and it means shouting or minor argument. Something like you would say like this: "What's all that shouting for? Why are you making such a kerfuffle?" That's the example that they give. So I have probably a kerfuffle a day, easily, if that's what that means. Number two on this list is hullabaloo. And they say, in quotes, "Did you hear all that hullabaloo at the office today?" A word that really sounds like what it means. Hullabaloo is a noun, and it means the loud noises and shouting that people make when they're angry. So similar to a kerfuffle. And your third thing here, another similar word, cacophony. Another word related to noise. Cacophony is a mixture of horrible sounds. Imagine birds screeching, alarm bells ringing, and babies screaming, and you've got yourself a cacophony. So there you go. Those are three new weird sounding words which go well to pair with today's episode on homophones. If you want to find more trivia in the world of what I do, you can always go to my website, triviawithbuds.com. It's a fun website to click around on. There's lots of videos, me doing like man on the street type trivia stuff at different comic conventions. Those are some fun videos on there. I have one from Walt Disney World walking around Epcot a couple years ago, if you like that kind of thing. And there are tons of pieces of information on if you want to host your own trivia party, or you want me to send you different slides or questions to run your own thing. That's all available on the website, and you can email me anytime with anything specific, ryanbuds@gmail.com. Check out the website, triviawithbuds.com. You can also see all my weekly live events for Trivia and Bingo. We're up to about 20, and one of my goals in the first 6 months of 2020 is to get to 30 locations. So in the next 6 months, hopefully I will be at 30 locations, and maybe if you follow me on that journey, you can kind of help me get there. If you know anybody that wants to start a trivia night, a weekly place near or far, and I can help them out, just drop me a line somewhere. Social media at Ryan Buds on just about everything. Okay, we're going to dive into today's episode, and it's 11 questions on homophones. Here we go. All right, it's time for homophone trivia. I'll give you the two clues, and you come up with the words. Here's number one: a bride and groom's standing place, and to change something. What would those homophones be? Number one, a bride and groom's standing place, and to change something. Number one. Question number two, the 8, for example, in pool, and to cry uncontrollably. Number two, the 8, for example, in pool, and to cry uncontrollably. Number two. Question number three, can't go somewhere, and keen, winger, or fallout boy. Number three, can't go somewhere, and keen, winger, or fallout boy. Question number four, a Jon Favreau, Vince Vaughn movie, and Mrs. White in Clue. Number four, a Jon Favreau, Vince Vaughn movie, and Mrs. White in Clue. Question number five, two of a kind, and a tree home for a partridge. Number five, two of a kind, and a tree home for a partridge. Number six, not me, but ... and a female sheep. Number six, not me, but ... and a female sheep. Number six. Number 7, what bullfighters hope doesn't happen to them. and like pumpkins. Number 7, what bullfighters hope doesn't happen to them, and like pumpkins. Homophones number 8, what you just did to rent an apartment, and the absolute minimal. Number 8, what you just did to rent an apartment, and the absolute minimal. Question number 9, sound a baby makes, and a sudden, violent, and illegal seizure of power from a government. Number 9, sound a baby makes, and a sudden, violent, and illegal seizure of power from a government. Number 10, little white ones, and a common metal hydroxide. Number 10, little white ones, and a common metal hydroxide. And your bonus question for 2 points, come up with 3 words that are homonyms that fit these 3 clues. Your words are path, LBS, and protein. Again, for 2 points, come up with 3 words that are homonyms that fit these 3 clues, path, LBS, and protein. All right, we'll be right back in just a second with the answers to this homophone trivia round. Here they are, everybody, the answers to homophone trivia. Let's see how you did. Number 1, a bride and groom standing place, and to change something would be alter, A-L-T-A-R, and alter, A-L-T-E-R, to change and where you stand when you get married. Alter and alter. Number 2, the 8, for example, in pool is a ball, and to cry uncontrollably is ball, B-A-W-L, B-A-L-L, and B-A-W-L. Number 3, can't go somewhere, and Keen Winger and Fall Out Boy, band and band, B-A-N-N-E-D and B-A-N-D. Number 4, a Jon Favreau, Vince Vaughn movie, and Mrs. White and Clue. Those are both Maids, M-A-D-E, Maid, the movie with Jon Favreau and Vince Vaughn, and Maid, M-A-I-D, Mrs. White and Clue. Number 5, Two of a Kind and Tree Home for a Partridge would be Pair and Pair, P-A-I-R and P-E-A-R. Number 6, Not Me But You, and a female sheep is you. That's Y-O-U and E-W-E. Number 7, what bullfighters hope doesn't happen to them, and like pumpkins, gourd and gourd, G-O-R-E-D and G-O-U-R-D. Number 8, what you just did to rent an apartment, and the absolute minimal, least and least, L-E-A-S-E-D and L-E-A-S-T. Number 9, sound a baby makes, and a sudden, violent, and illegal seizure of power from a government. That would be coo and coo, C-O-O and C-O-U-P. Number 10, little white ones, and a common metal hydroxide would be lie and lie, L-I-E and L-Y-E. Your bonus question for 2 points, come up with the 3 words that are homonyms that fit these clues, path, LBS, and protein. We have way, and way, W-A-Y, W-E-I-G-H, and W-H-E-Y. Those were your answers on this word quiz. I hope you had fun with those, and I hope you dig the show. If you dig the show, go leave us a review on iTunes. That would be very cool of you. And if you have a few bucks, join us over on patreon.com/triviawithbuds. I'm getting ready to send out everything for November here in just a bit. It's time for the question of the day, brought to you by Funky Monkey Designs of San Dimas, California. Check them out for all your designing needs, whether you need coasters or posters or other things that sound like oasters. Go to fmdesignsinc.com. Question of the day is, Cobra Commander is a villain to what heroic group? Cobra Commander is a villain to what heroic group? Tweet me your answer at RyanBuds or email ryanbuds@gmail.com to be eligible for a prize. Yesterday's question of the day answer was Derek for the first name of Zoolander. And your trivia team name of the day is the Jonas Brothers Grimm. The Jonas Brothers Grimm. Use that next time you play Team Trivia. Thank you guys so much for listening to the show. Thanks for telling a friend about the show. And we'll see you tomorrow for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.